Cheers, Drew.
Cheers to you, Brian.
You're rocking that sputter mug hard, man. This is like third or fourth time now you've had it on here.
It's delightful.
I love it.
'Tis the season.
Indeed. 'Tis the season to talk about the Pineider Arman.
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be a lot of fun. I did some research on this. It's 3 different pens that we're going to show you all here today. And this is probably the biggest, fanciest thing that's come out of Pineider so far. So it's pretty exciting. And just by the size of the box, you can tell it's going to be impressive.
There's something big happening here. So this is the Pineider Arman set.
Yes. So there's 3 different pens, and we're going to go through and talk about them all. But I have not yet seen this set. I've seen the pens individually as samples, but I haven't seen the final thing, so this will be kind of a fresh unboxing.
All right. Do you want to unbox it now, or do you want to give us a little bit of a prelude?
I got a little bit of a prelude.
All right,
here.
let's
so we're
prelude
talk
it up.
Who is Arman?
I don't know, Brian. Who is he?
He is a French-born artist for the Nouveau Realism realm.
Of course.
So he came out of the Dadaism and pop art of the early 1900s. I know nothing about art, and Andy's like, yes, that's true, Brian, because she went to art school. But yay for me. So he was famous for deconstruction and fragmentation of household objects.
So he would literally break them apart and then stage them constructively.
His whole thing with the movement that he kind of came out of was, you know, mass production was starting to really take over in the industrialism of the, you know, early 1900s. And it was kind of this statement about the decline of craftsmanship and this mass production and just kind of the breakdown of modern society like 100 years ago. So he would take these mass-produced household objects, gather them all up together and have these huge collections of axes or musical instruments or whatever, and he would like weld them together or paint them or whatever and turn them into sculptures.
Gotcha.
So he became kind of famous for like his sculptures of, you know, welding like a bunch of cars or tanks or, you know, axes or whatever. Yeah, there's one. There's one, I forget where it is located, but it's like 83 tanks or something that he welded together.
Where do you get your hands on 83 tanks?
I don't know, but
especially
I guess
during that time they were using those.
I mean, this is like post World War II. This is like later in his life.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't born until like 1926.
Oh, okay. You mentioned early 1900s. I thought we were talking about
World War I. Well, that's the movement that he like kind of came out of. Yeah. So
gotcha.
That's what inspired him. So I think Pineider produced this in a limited, you know, so it's like a limited high craftsmanship kind of pen, speaking to kind of that movement of the lack of mass production, right?
Interesting.
And so kind of interesting, just what that kind of stemmed out of. So this is a Dante Delvecchio Pineider
big time
brainstorm here. So all the pens feature these kind of cut away, kind of deconstructed sections of the pen with some of the same materials like metals and stuff that he would have used. So kind of fascinating. Only 88 sets are available worldwide.
Which is what this is.
And we can go ahead and start unboxing it as we talk.
All right. So you'll see, I have looked at this. You'll see some examples of his work as we open them up. We've got a violin and a statue of the Statue of Liberty.
Yep.
Statuette of Liberty, if you will.
Yeah, these are some of his, you know, more famous sculptures that he's done. So they found inspiration from some of these. But yeah, there you go.
All right, and then here we have
the display.
The display
is pretty darn cool.
So and this just slides out.
Yep. So this is a solid wood stand, which is rather impressive. And you can, it's got like spring-loaded little things in the bottom here, so that it actually holds the pen upright, and we'll show you how all that works.
And then here we have a tray that pulls out to reveal the pens themselves. We've got some literature, some Pineider paper, and then the 3 pens.
Aren't they beautiful?
Crinkly plastic.
That's right. All right, now that we've uncrinkled the plastic and cut back to the thing, Andy was like, I can't stand that. We're not going to record that. Anyway, so this is the first of the pens. So 2 of these pens are available as individual pens. So this is one of them that you can get individually. This is called the Trilogy. So this is made out of bronze, and it is basically a triple cut. So you're actually seeing, it's not like it's a window. I mean, the inkest of ink windows
3 windows.
You could get. Yeah, but I mean,
is it a window if it doesn't have any glass?
It's a good question.
It's a hole.
I guess it's just a hole.
Yeah.
Windows sounds better, I guess. Black trim, black nib, black clip, all that stuff. Looks really cool.
Very nice.
It's got this nice bronze finish with kind of like a matte texture.
It's I would almost say stone washed.
Yeah, it's like a stonewash texture. Yeah, like sort of an antiqued kind of feel to it. So same quill nib, the 14 karat quill nib.
Which is gorgeous, gives you a nice general flow, a little bit of bounce.
Absolutely. And it's got their mystery filler, which is a little less of a mystery on this pen because you can see everything that's going on.
And we've seen mystery fillers where you can look behind some acrylic, some clear acrylic, and see it happening. But there's something very different about it being 100% exposed. It's not even behind acrylic. It is 100% exposed. You can feel and touch the whole thing.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
And they blacked out the insides of the mechanism to match the pen. Really pretty cool. It's
Very
got that,
intentional.
It's got that twist magnetic lock on it.
Kind of pulls it in a twisting motion down.
And it's got their quill clip, but they kind of redesigned it for these pens to have this kind of skeletal look to it.
That's a good word
which is
for
pretty
it,
darn
yeah.
cool. This pen is $1,400 MSRP on its own, but it's $1,118 at GPC. And the individual pen does come with its own wood case that matches this one as well. The individual pens are numbered out of 388.
May I?
Yeah.
I'm just curious about how it actually feels. Like, it looks like it's an uncomfortable pen.
Well, you're gonna feel.
You know what though?
You know?
For me, if I'm holding it like this, I'm not. It's not resting in a gap. The metal is actually touching my hand.
It's
So I
gonna
guess
be resting on one of the non-cutaway portions.
right. So that's actually one thing I was gonna check to see. So that's actually pretty cool. I think it would be. Well, actually, no, that feels fine too. It really does. So no, it's not uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it's a long pen. It's well balanced. You
Yeah.
can post it if you want, but you don't really need to.
Right,
It's
so-
kind of a heavy pen.
It does not bother me. And either way it wants to rest. It's not uncomfortable at all. It looks like it wouldn't be super comfortable, but I don't know, for me it wouldn't bother me. But
And again, you know, this kind of falls into the territory for me of really more like a collector's item and a display piece, clearly, as much as a usable pen. The pen's going to write great and it's going to be a good performer, but really it's to display as well. So you can go either way. The next pen that I have here, this is the Night and Day. So this is a rainbow avionyl aluminum.
I saw that word and
which I don't know if you know
that was
anything
interesting.
about that.
No.
But I did look it up on Wikipedia.
Aviana like a bird?
No, it comes from Avion. Avion is a place in France, I
Oh.
believe.
Like the
or
water?
That's
Like
Evian. I think that's different, but it's close though.
Usually you see AAVI, it means like flight or bird or aviary, aviation.
It's interesting you say that because it is an aircraft grade aluminum. So I think it's used in a lot of aircraft, but it's a specific like brand of hardened aluminum. Sort of like you have Macrolon is a brand or plexiglass.
Right.
Those are brands of materials. I
Gotcha.
think Avionyl is a specific brand of aluminum. But anyway, so this is much lighter because aluminum is lighter than bronze. So very durable stuff. It's got this rainbow coating, which just looks really, really cool.
Right.
It's got a 2-cut design instead of the 3-cut that you have on the Trilogy. Hence the Night and Day. The Night and Day
gotcha.
versus the Trilogy 3. So, kind of cool. This one's got all palladium trim. So you're seeing, more of a silver coated trim as opposed to the black. Same skeletal quill clip on its same mystery filler mechanism and everything. So the pen itself is going to be, it's really a design difference, but the function of it is going to be very similar. So this one also 388 pieces individually, 88 is part of the set. This one is 1,600 MSRP, 1278 on our site. And you can put that one in. The last one that I have here is only available with the set. So there will only be 88 of these.
You know what? I was thinking there aren't a lot of pens that we've ever carried where there have been fewer than 100 of them ever made.
That is true, especially like of this grade.
Right.
You know?
It's not super common.
Yeah, very true. And so this is made of titanium. And this is a unique design that they've done. So this is called the Doppler. And it's got some similar cutouts. It kind of merges a little bit of the skeletal kind of design that you have on the clip.
Which is cool that they kept it on the same side as the clip.
Right? I think that was intentional. And then it's got the kind of the night and day reflection here on the back. And this has got like a rose gold trim on the whole thing. So
Nib too? Yep.
Nib, everything. So it matches really nicely. It looks super cool. It doesn't, this one, it doesn't match up quite to the nib. I don't know if they're all like this, because we only have so many.
They probably
of these.
just wanted to make sure that
They wanted it to line up when it was closed.
Yeah,
I think, because
that probably
it's going to
makes
be a display. So it may have just been that the nib. I don't know. Maybe you could turn the nib. I'm not sure, but that would be.
It's a lot lighter than it looks too. It looks like a big heavy metal pen, but it's titanium.
And some of it's the cutouts. Like you're literally taking away half the metal.
Which is a big deal to make that many cuts in titanium.
Yeah. There you go. You can hold that.
All right, and then it's not. I mean, it definitely has some weight to it, but it's not nearly as heavy as I think it looks. All right, and there we go. The multiples.
You got to display the Doppler in the middle.
Yes, absolutely.
So there you go. So if you have the individual pen, you still get the same pen rest, but it would only hold 1 pen.
Right, it does
This
not
one's
have
got
the
3.
slots for the 3 because you
Correct.
can't get that middle one unless you buy the set.
Yes, indeed. So I don't know how many sets we're going to have. I don't know how quick they're going to sell. I mean, it's not super, super cheap. It's a $5,000 list price. We'll have it for just under 4. So, you know, it's not going to be for everybody. But
in that price range, there are $5,000 single pens.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you are in that price range, you could get 3.
And if you're into like these really cool, like interesting metals and stuff
Yeah.
like that, especially with the design aspect in a collaboration with a famous artist, like it's pretty interesting. Of course, Arman passed away a while ago, I think 2005. So it's not his actual.
It's still a
signature
fascinating
there,
piece.
but
And like you said, definitely the biggest, most ornate thing that Pineider has presented thus far.
For sure. And this has been like a Dante conception. You know, he's got tons of ideas like this. So to see something like this is like, yep, that's Dante right there. So pretty cool.
Well, this excites us. Hopefully it'll excite you.
Yeah, and you get to see a little preview of these pens. If you want to learn more about them, you can check them out on gouletpens.com. And also tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So if you happen to be celebrating American Thanksgiving, we wish you all a very happy holidays, and we are very thankful for you as our customers, as our viewers, and we will see you next week. Thanks for watching, and right on.